What is up, people of YouTube? Welcome to another day in paradise. My name is Cody McCarty, and you're watching another vlog. Chelsea is hanging out with me today. We are going to a car show to film some cars for some of my friends who buy and sell luxury cars, and it's gonna be a fun day. We're cruising up over there. I'm a little tired, and ironically, there's a car parked in the red. He didn't get his car towed. It's been there since last night. That's comforting that my car got towed. If you guys watch this vlog, you'll know my car got towed like last week. Cool, let's head to the beach. We're actually gonna get Starbucks before we get to the beach. Sun's like in my face. Let's turn it the other way. Ooh, sun's in your guys' face now. There we go, that's perfect. Okay, so Colleen is playing with the A7R3 behind me. Colleen buys and sells Ferraris, and she invites me to this stuff. I'm not a big car person, so I'm not getting a bunch of car glamour shots, but I'm letting her play with my camera because she's looking at purchasing one. And you guys know I really like Sony cameras, so I'm letting her play with it. And she's getting photos of cars to test it out. I was getting photos of cars, but just not passionate about these cars, man. But it's a fun day. We're at the these cars aren't really my thing, but it's interesting to be vlogging inside a $395,000 car. Yeah, I would not spend that money on this car. And then we got nice cars going right behind us. It's been a fun morning so far. Colleen is teaching me how to photograph these cars. Gosh, these cars are loud. She's teaching me how to photograph these cars so I could potentially get that as a source of revenue. That's kind of what I've been doing. I'll go over settings and stuff like that for some of the photos I got, so we'll do that now, and I'll show you what focal length I used, and Colleen helped me and stuff like that. There you guys have some of the photos that I took. If you guys are photographers, you may have noticed right off the bat the shutter speed was incredibly low for daylight situations and for how wide open that aperture was to really show the details in the cars and to show off like the curves and the unique stuff, all that jazz. You can't do it as well if there's reflections, so I'd use a polarizer, more specifically the only polarizer that I have, and it's also an 8-stop ND filter. That's essentially sunglasses for my lens. If I wanted to be able to see anything, I would have to be at those lower shutter speeds just because so much light was being blocked by the ND part of my polarizer. Now, with all that being said, there are two types of photographs when taking a car that Colleen was explaining to me. There's the glamour shots, which are the ones you see on like Instagram and that kind of are like flexing on you and all that stuff. And then there's the, hey, I'm selling this car, this is what you get kind of situation. You really need to be good at both if you want to get into car photography and making a living off of it. A lot of people like doing the glamour shots and seeing the glamour shots. However, if I'm about to drop $400,000 on a Ferrari, I want to see every part of it. I don't want to feel like you're hiding something from me. That means that you're going to take just wide shots from each angle of the car. You're going to want to make sure it's not reflecting a ton. That way, whoever's purchasing the car is able to see every part of the car. From my limited experience already, I know photographing black cars is actually really difficult just because they're super reflective. If you're planning on photographing cars and you don't have like a studio where you can light them from every angle and control the lighting situation, you're gonna need a polarizer to get rid of those reflections. Actually, on a side note, tomorrow's video I think I'm gonna talk about when to use a polarizer, and we're gonna have some fun with that. That's pretty much it for the car photographs. You wanna get different angles, play with it, and get as many angles as you can and kind of figure out what your style is, because glamour shots, you can have fun with it and you can develop your own style. And if people are interested in showing off their cars, that would actually be where you'd want to focus on. If you are trying to reach the dealers who are trying to sell the cars, then you don't want to show them or send them your glamour reel. You want to show them, hey, I can get the whole car, I can show you every feature of it, and go from there. I've said it like a million times in today's video, but I'm not super big on luxury cars. It's not my thing. I don't mind photographing them when they're doing interesting things and videotaping them racing like they're designed to do, but that's the extent of it. It's an interesting subject for me to photograph. It's not something I see every day, but it's not the biggest thing for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed those little tips, give me a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more, hit that subscribe button. One of my hopes, and I discussed it a few days ago, is to be able to talk openly about depression. I want to give a little update to some of you guys who watched that video and reached out. I'm doing better. I'm getting help, and I'm very fortunate to have the support that I have. It's still difficult to talk about, but I'm forcing myself to talk about it. I like making these videos because I get to edit my content into how I want to perceive my life, if that makes sense, and show you guys the best parts of my life. And it gives me the opportunity to look back and be like, that's awesome, that was cool, I'm not wasting my time, wasting my life. But it also can be tricky because I don't want you guys to perceive, maybe you're struggling with like depression or something like that, that cool, he got over his depression just like that, like he's living a great life, he's happy. We do that a lot, especially with social media. So I'm gonna show you guys the best parts of my life, but I'm also going to not hide the fact that I'm struggling with depression. It didn't just magically go away, and it's not gonna magically go away. I'm gonna struggle with it. I hope to get to a point where I don't need to be on medicine and that I can handle it and process it a lot better. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm not gonna hide that part from you. Went on a little bit of a rant there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.